Thank you, Alan. The final candidate is Michael McCarthy.
Colleagues and friends, over 100 years ago in Clonmel, Connolly and Larkin and others proposed a motion at annual Congress, and so was born the Irish Labour Party. Connolly and those men and women saw the importance of creating and developing a labour movement as absolutely essential to a fair and a just society. In government or in opposition, Labour and Labour people have always been at the forefront of progressive thinking and social change. From the groundbreaking health reforms of Noel Browne and Brendan Corish, to the campaign to rid our cities, Dublin and Cork, of tenement slums, from the pioneering work by Barry Desmond and Catherine McGuinness that paved the way for the education reform of the 1960s, to the building up of a progressive social welfare system by Frank Clusky and Prunchis de Rossa, the fight to gain equality for women, led by Mary Robinson, Eileen Desmond and Kathleen Lynch. None of that has been easy, because it was never universally popular. Every single progressive step was met by absolutely huge resistance. We suffered setbacks in the past, and we recovered from them. I know what it's like to win, colleagues, but I also know what it's like to lose. If you elect me Deputy Leader, I will guarantee you the same effort and determination that we used in Cork South West to win back a Dáil seat after 34 years of an electoral drought. That's the type of commitment that I am offering this party. And that's the type of commitment that I will bring to every single constituency in this country. I have the energy and the fight, and I want to apply those skills to reassert our position of primacy in Irish society. Our party will not be regenerated on television, or on radio, or in the newspapers, or in the millions of blogs that will, quite frankly, never ever be read. Our party will not be revitalised by the click of a mouse or the tap of a remote control. Our party will be regenerated locally, revitalised by activism. We have to convince people that we have the will and the resolve for our country going forward. We have to campaign actively on the issues that are important to us as Labour people. We have to reconnect with our communities. We have to win back the trust and confidence of our membership. And we have to win new members. If elected, I will run an ambitious national campaign of recruitment. The recent results are not going to distract us from our purpose. We know how the real work has to be done, and we know where the real work has to be done. Street by street, house by house, and area by area. We know from here on in that we have to be in a continuous campaigning mode with our members, our supporters, and our canvassers, continually making the campaign for us, making that cause for Labour with great conviction in their workplaces, in their communities, and in their local neighbourhoods. This meeting, quite frankly, should have been held months ago. The very serious issues that we are discussing should have been discussed months ago. If I am elected, we will have these meetings more often. I remember my first Labour meeting in Dunmanway, organised by Michael Cannon, who's here in the audience, and being in a room where every single person had a common purpose and an objective, and that's to improve conditions for ordinary working people. We will not be written off. The political obituary writers have been at it since the 1930s. We proved them wrong before, and we will prove them wrong again. There are significant numbers of people who share our values. The last 3 years, colleagues, have not been easy, but we got a lot more right than we ever did wrong. In particularly unfavourable circumstances, we achieved quite a lot. Can you imagine, for example, the campaign to sell off state assets? Who would own Cork Airport tonight if Labour were not in government? We all know that if we took the soft option of remaining in opposition, we would be immeasurably popular right now. But that popularity would have a huge price for the ordinary working person and people who depend on public services. We chose instead to negotiate the best possible compromise with a poor hand in the worst of economic conditions. The challenge now is to secure and build on the gains that we have made. My aim is to revitalise this party and reassert our role of primacy in this coalition. I am going to campaign to do that with every fibre of my being. We are a party of fairness, and I urge you, colleagues, to join me on that journey. Thank you very much indeed.